Hello there, welcome back to the fish room, to my man cave, to the palace, to where all the magic happens. Yeah boy. Yeah. Top 12 of my personal favourite all-time cichlids. Yeah boy. Stay tuned, and I'm going to jump straight into the top 12 right after this. Well, hello there people, back once again doing a top 12 species of cichlid that are my personal favourites. So, we'll jump straight into it. Obviously, the first ones are my much loved Crebensis, otherwise known as Pelvochromis pulcher. There's really no surprise as to why these are within my top 12. Now, this list is in absolutely no particular order. It's just the way I've compiled it. So yeah, no wonder that these are within my list. Such beautiful fish, and always a pleasure to keep in my fish room. So with that being said, let's move on to number 2. So for number 2 we have Cryptoheros spiliurus, otherwise known as a jadeite cichlid. Quite a common little Central American cichlid. Now the reason why I have such a soft spot for this fish is because this is actually the first cichlid that I ever spawned. It was way back when I was living with my parents in my 4-foot cichlid community tank. Bunch of babies, which led to another 3 tanks being set up, and then that's when I found my real love for cichlids. So let's move on to number 3, shall we? Right, so now we have Andinocara stalsbergi, very rare fish, not many keepers of it here in the UK. A recent buy of mine, I got a group of 10 2-inch or so fish, and the other day I had a pleasant surprise of finding a female with a bunch of eggs, which are now wrigglers. She and the babies are doing very well, and I'm hoping to raise a few babbies up, and I'll also be doing a breeder series, so that's very interesting, and I'm sure you can tell by the pictures that they are stunning fish, and many of you should agree. So with the Stalsbergi out of the way, let's crack on with the next one, shall we? Right, so a fish that I've been drooling over for quite a while but not actually kept. That fish being Apistogramma species Kelleri. Ted Judy managed to get quite a few imported over in the States, so I believe quite a few of my American buddies have these and hopefully aim to push them back into the hobby. Over here in the UK, we did have some imported by Graham Carr running Silksworth Aquatics, but as of yet, not much breeding success, so I've not been able to get my hands on a pair of these that are fairly priced, because at the moment the prices are a tad bit ridiculous for my liking. Needless to say, I will own this fish one day, and what makes these fish quite special is the fact that there are actually only 2 species of Apistogramma known that are mouth brooders. The first being Apistogramma barlowii, and the second being Apistogramma species Kelleri. I've always been fascinated with mouth brooding apistos. I've never actually kept or bred any mouth brooding apistos, but they are certainly way up on my bucket list. And I would love to start with Kelleri. It's just a question of when. Let's move on to the next one. Now for this next one, there's really not that much to say. You just need to feast your eyes on the screen. that being Cyclosoma feste, aka the Red Terror. It comes to no surprise whatsoever that this fish is on my list. Again, another fish I've not yet kept, but a good friend of mine is breeding these guys, so I am able to get some, hopefully pretty soon. So with that being said, let's move on, shall we? There's plenty more to see. Yeah, boy. Cryptoheros cutteri, one of the most recent breeding projects in the fish room. Now I must say, the majority of the pictures used in this video are mine. The Epistogramma species Kelleri, the Cyclosoma feste, the Pseudotropheus williamsi, and the Anomalochromys thomasi are the only pictures pulled from the internet, and I've left full credentials in the description. Anyway, back to this. These pictures are mine and are of my latest breeding project. A true beautiful fish, coming out of Central America. Relatively small growing cichlid, up to 5 inch or so. Very easy to breed. If you spot these in your local fish shop, it's definitely worth giving them a buy. They will reward you with plenty of fry and plenty of colour. So with that being said, let's get to the next one, shall we? Yo, 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 this is Ali G in the house, and you is about to meet me Julie. Yeah, boy. Yeah, so, jokes aside, Julidochromys transcriptus, it's safe to say I have dipped my finger in just about everybody's pie. I've had a crack at breeding cichlids coming from pretty much all over the place, and this was the first Tanganyikan cichlid I ever spawned. Such a sexy fish, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree with me, and there's no wonder why this isn't on my top cichlids list. Thank you. Right, so next up we have Pseudotropheus williamsi, aka the blue lip Malawi. This is one Malawi cichlid I have always wanted to get my hands on, but never managed to find them. Tell a lie, actually, I found them once. They were wild and they were £150 each. Yeah, you heard me right. Needless to say, I swerved that purchase. I haven't got £150 to spend on one fish, and obviously to breed them, you need a pair. So yeah, super sexy fish. No surprise they're on my list. So let's crack on with the next one. Next up we have Pseudotropheus perspicax, otherwise known as the red top Nadumbi. Please excuse the piss poor pictures on this one. These turned out to be the hardest fish I have ever had to try and get pictures of. The male was just an incompetent arsehole, and he wouldn't get jiggy with the camera. Rather annoying. From my breeding experiences, these are the only 2 pictures that I managed to get, and since I'm trying to use most of my own pictures here, I just decided to go with these, didn't I? Rather than rob them off Google, like a lot of people do. So yeah, Pseudotropheus perspicax, quite a rare Mabuna. Oh, and by the way guys, if you want to know any more about the fish mentioned in here, drop a comment below and I will try and cover a Species Sunday video on said fish. Let's see the next one, shall we? Only a single picture of these for you. Neolamprologus britchardi. Again, due to the way the cave was decorated, they were always hiding, so getting a picture of these was a real pain in my bum. If you can tell, I'm having a lot of fun making this video. So yeah, Neolamprologus britchardi, aka the fairy cichlid. That is that one on my list. Let's move on. Right, so this next dude, the Tropheus maliro, is probably one of, if not the most beautiful cichlid I have ever kept. Never bred these, mind, only kept them. beautiful fish, beautiful character, not aggressive at all, coming out of Lake Tanganyika. I kept these along with Dubois. Again, another very nice trophy-ish. Sadly, the Dubois didn't make it into my list. So, we've got one more fish in the list after this one, and then I won't bore you any longer. I've already took up 10 minutes of your time. So, we'll get the next one out of the way, and then we'll wrap this bad boy up. And last but not least, another small dwarf West African cichlid, Anamalachromis thomasi. A very beautiful fish. I've kept and bred this species before now. And, I mean, just look at it. Beautiful looking fish. Barely get above 2.5 inches in size. Just beautiful to keep and watch. The behaviour out of these little fellas is just phenomenal. So, with that being said, that completes my top 12 personal favourite cichlids as of right now. That'll probably change again tomorrow, knowing me. You guys have no idea how hard it actually was to get it to 12. My original list was 50. So, if I've done 12 in 10 or so minutes, imagine how long you would have been with me for 50. Yeah, boy. So, yeah, I won't bore you anymore. That's my top 12 personal favourite cichlids as of right now. So, tell me in the comment section below, what's your favourite cichlid? If you haven't got just one, what's your top 5 or 10 or whatever? Or, if you quite fancy it, submit your own video. Be sure to put my name, DW Aquatics, in your title so that I can see it. And yeah, I look forward to having a bit of conversation with you in the comment section. And maybe even get to see some of your videos in relation to my video. So as always, tar very much for watching, you bunch of sexy, sexy people. And as always, like I end all my videos, you guys need to stay friggin' sexy. I'll try and stay sexy with y'all. And I will see you in another video soon. Ta-ra!